Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's time to piss off the cartoon stands with a cartoon video.
So, day that ends in Y?
Pretty much.
Can I have a moment? The new She-Ra show still sucks. And so did Masters of the Universe Revelation.
Just rip that Band-Aid right off. Rip it right off.
I am. I hope there was hair in it.
So let's talk about this because some Cartoon Network shows have gone missing from HBO Max. There's no explanation as to why they've been removed from the platform.
And they're good ones too.
These are ones that, yeah, they're perennial favorites, I think. And it's very weird about some of them because I know that they're doing sequels or whatever. But this is another blow against Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network is in a death spiral, and they have been for quite some time. The website got shut down. Everybody got kicked out of the studio, and they shut down Boomerang, and it just feels like very, very soon we're not going to have a Cartoon Network proper anymore. We're just going to have Cartoon Network branded stuff, but there's not actually going to be a Cartoon Network. So let's talk about this. Before we get into any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to Clownfish Minus, clownfishminus.com. Help support the reef. Get exclusive content, exclusive podcasts. We got comics. We're working on a bunch of different stuff. But we're going to have to paywall some content because that's just the way it works now. Everybody's paywalling their content. And if it's good enough for Taylor Lawrence, it's good enough for us, right?
Yeah, there you go.
So, go out, join the reef. Thank you very much. You get a merchandise discount if you are a member. And anybody can buy this stuff, but you get cheaper if you're already a member. So let's talk about this. I saw it on Twitter /X.
Well, the shows they said were removed were Chowder, Gumball, regular show, Steven Universe, and We Bear Bears. Now, somebody said they're on Hulu, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben 10 got removed, too.
Yeah, Ben 10. Yeah.
Often mistaken for the new She-Ra.
Yeah, they said Max has notably updated its artwork for the Kids and Family Hub to replace Gumball and Steven with Care Bears and Fred Flintstone.
They're replacing Gumball with Dibble.
Yeah, well, Cheer Bear.
I know. I know what I said. Dibble's part of that show.
But that tells me that they might not come back.
The Powerpuff Girls was also removed this time.
Powerpuff Girls, yeah, 2016. Well, it's not a loss. If Adventure Time gets removed, I'll riot. There was an article out here on comicbook.com. Nobody seems to know what's going on. And we'll talk about this because there's been some concern over the safety of Over the Garden Wall since it's October. But that one is...
one's safe so far.
Marked safe.
Also on Hulu. So apparently these shows, though, are off of Cartoon Network, and they're all showing up at Hulu.
Yeah.
Including Over the Garden Wall. Now, there was a little bit of a debacle because apparently they had a list of things that were leaving, and that was listed as something that was leaving the end of last month, I want to say, or the end of August. And I know our kids were even talking about it because they love Over the Garden Wall. They used to watch all the time when they were kids, when they were younger. And it was supposed to be leaving Hulu, and then they got to stay. They said that was a mistake. It wasn't actually leaving. So it's still on there. But they said these shows are still available there, which sounds to me like they're doing what these other places are doing, and they're just basically outsourcing content. Ironically, Disney Plus doesn't have the Indiana Jones movies before Dial of Destiny. They were there. Now they're gone because Paramount Plus has the distribution rights to those shows and so those movies. So they were on both Paramount Plus and Disney Plus. Now they're off Disney Plus for sure. Just the Dial of Destiny, a couple specials are on there. So they could end up on Netflix or someplace else because they're not on there now.
Yeah, it's getting very, very hard to track who has what and where things are going, whatever. And a lot of this could go back to kind of the utter state of Warner Brothers right now. They're not in a good place. Mm-mm. And David Zaslav has said multiple times that they're willing to basically just whoever the highest bidder is, they'll outsource content.
Apparently it's Hulu.
Yeah, apparently Hulu wants it for now, but where does this leave Cartoon Network long term? I don't think there's much of a future here. I mean, they did announce that they're going to be doing another regular show. But again, I think this is they're producing streaming content and then they're just going to dump it wherever. The new Batman series that went to Amazon.
Well, it doesn't make any sense if you're going to do more regular show, you remove the regular show.
Yeah, you think you'd want people to get excited for new regular show. But maybe it's going to be like Powerpuff Girls and it's going to suck ass. And so they're like, let's take the old regular show off, because if people watch the old one, then they watch the new one, they're going to see a huge difference.
Or they're using Disney's money at Hulu to pay for the new one to be done.
Well, that could be too. Yeah.
But this is a very Max move.
Very Max.
A Warner Brothers, move.
Well, remember, guys, they took a whole bunch of shows off of Max, and they took a write down. They took a bunch of stuff off of, like, you weren't able to buy Infinity Train for a while. You couldn't buy merchandise. They delisted a bunch of Adult Swim video games. I mean, there's like all kinds of weirdness, and a lot of it, I think, is just them taking write-offs.
This is another reason that you should buy physical media.
If you can. Some of these shows you can't buy physical.
Oh, you sure you can. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're the up type version. But if you can buy, like, I know for a fact, like Over the Garden Wall, you can physically buy it. Like I know I linked it into an article I did. So I know you can buy some of these. And if you can, I would recommend buying the physical versions of these shows, because you never know when they're going to change. If you have a cartoon you love, if you can get the physical copies, either they're not printing them anymore, even if they're getting them off of eBay or something, then if you can afford it, do it, because you never know.
Yeah, some of these shows, they just never make it to physical. I know Warner Brothers had a thing. I don't know if they still do it on Amazon, but like a lot of the older Hanna-Barbera shows, you could get kind of print-on-demand DVDs of those shows.
Were they up and up, or
No, they were actually from Warner Brothers,
questionable?
but they're like, we realize that the demand for Hong Kong Phooey probably isn't that great. So if you want that, we'll print you a disc. It's going to cost more than like a standard DVD, but some people want the physical version of it.
Well, right here you can get Chowder Series 1 and 2, 20 for 20 episodes, $28.99.
Okay.
Volume 1, Volume 2. There's different volumes of it, different episodes. So Chowder is available. The Amazing World of Gumball. Let me see real quick. I'm just checking. You keep talking while I'm looking.
All right. So these are the shows that were pulled. Ben 10 and Powerpuff Girls. According to comicbook.com, they said Cartoon Network is hit by Max's mighty axe. As you can see, a number of top titles just left Max, and the fandom is rather pressed. We'll go out and look at some of the reactions here. Many just assume the Cartoon Network pull was a mistake, but the streaming service just shed doubt on that theory, taking Steven Universe
and
Gumball out of that.
Well, okay, I can tell you right now, The Amazing World of Gumball is available on DVD for a complete collection set.
Okay, there you go. They go on to say that Max has a bad reputation with animation. It's so weird, because we actually, if you go in the Wayback Machine, when Max was first launched, because we covered cartoon news, much to the consternation of animation Twitter, we did. They actually reached out to us and gave us a box.
They did.
A box of swag, and it was heavily focused on animation. So we opened that, and it was pretty cool. But it seemed like they were really going all in on animation. Close enough. They did a whole thing for that, and it just it didn't work out.
Steven Universe is available on DVD.
Oh my God, there it is, guys. So buy if you like it. There actually were quite a few Steven Universe fans, but they don't buy shit, right?
That's true.
As evidenced by the toys that like nobody bought any of those toys. I said, given Cartoon Network's ties to Max, this is baffling. Both of these entities are owned by Warner Brothers, but you wouldn't know it. The lack of synergy here is almost laughable, and fans are wondering what's going on with Max's strategy for animation. It feels to me like they are winding down Cartoon Network as a whole.
Oh, by the way, regular show, you can buy it on DVD.
Okay, there you go. The streaming service does have a rough history with animation. In 2023, Max struck a nerve with fans as it began culling animated titles from Over the Garden Wall to Dexter's Laboratory and Squidbillies.
Well, some of them did end up on other services, though. Yes.
A slew of Cartoon Network titles were taken off the streaming service. This news paired poorly with reports that Warner Brothers Discovery was scrapping some upcoming films overall. Batwoman got scrapped too. Whatever.
It's scrapped also as the Scooby
Hunt. Movie, which was almost done.
Scrappied.
Skit got scrappied, yeah. They just I don't think they're really interested. I think again, this is, pairing it up with the website getting shut down and them shutting down the Burbank office. It's over. Like the Cartoon Network you knew, it's over. I think Warner Brothers is basically I think going forward, they're just going to outsource their IP. And even if somebody wants to come along and make a Scooby-Doo something, they're not even going to do it in-house. So just, you
Probably
want
not.
Scooby-Doo? Okay, cool. You can give us some money. You can do some Scooby-Doo. We don't give a shit what you do with it because we don't care. We just don't care.
We Bare Bears is also available on DVD.
That they care about. That makes bank in Korea.
I was going to
guess.
say, in
It's
Korea,
it's
South
huge.
Korea, they love it. I was just going to say that. They had a hotel dedicated to it. Yeah.
You know, if you
can bury
called a
your
hotel
bears.
the Bear Bears Hotel, people would get the wrong idea.
I know, right?
Right? Come to our Bear Bears
They're going to
Hotel.
think it's like a completely different type of hotel.
All of our
That
men,
caters to a totally different demographic.
they're all furry. They're all cuddly.
They're all bear.
They're all bear. They're all furry. They are the bearskin rug. And yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I think we're going to wrap this up. We're going to wrap this up. Yeah, it's not looking good, guys. Just again, another indicator that Cartoon Network, as we've known it, is done.
Right. Now, the good news is you can still get this stuff if you watch. I think Hulu has a lot of it. For now,
Buy it
it's
on
going to keep
physical.
playing musical streaming services depending on who's the highest bidder. But yeah, honestly, you could, if you're just watching it for these shows, you're probably better just to buy them on DVD, a physical copy. In my opinion.
Yep. So we're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Join the reef. Go to clownfish-.com. That's clownfish-.com. You will get exclusive access to podcasts and videos and comic strips and more, as well as merch discounts. Check it out. If you were a member, you could get this t-shirt, this dismal t-shirt on our website. You'd get a 10% discount on that. You can also join in the community on clownfish-.com. Thank you so much for the support.